Welcome back to episode 3 of our motorcycle adventure across Tanzania. Today's journey is going to test both man and machine. Let's ride through the rough terrain, cross wild rivers, and enter the breathtaking landscape of the Serengeti National Park. From endless dirt roads to unforgettable wildlife encounters, every kilometer brings a new challenge and a new story. This is more than just a ride, it's an adventure in the heart of Africa. Let's hit the road. That was that. Outside. Niambie papa. Safi. Yuko poa tu. Naelekea Waso hapo nikatafute usafiri.
Wanasema kwamba kuna mafuso unaweza kuingiza nani pale.
Ngoja niende hapo nione sasa. Sawa. Kazi njema. So this was an early morning encounter with Papa. My tour guide from the previous episode who took me around like natural. As you can see from the video, he has his two wives I think they were going to work, heading to work or something. The guy is living life. Unakoje? Vipi? Shida nini mzee?
Nzuri, habari yako?
Salama tu.
Za safari?
Safi.
Unaendeleaje?
Kwema tu. Shida nini hapo?
Ni pancha, nimepata pancha.
Vifaa unavyo, si ndio?
Na?
Vifaa vya kuziba unavyo?
Ninavyo.
Basi.
Asante.
Poa poa boss.
Una safari ndefu eh? Unaelekea wapi?
Nilikuwa naelekea Mwanza, leo nimeambiwa Serengeti sipiti. Kwa nenda Waso nitafute gari ya kubeba.
Safari njema.
Asante. So, as I was at Natron, I was informed that motorbikes are not allowed to cross the Serengeti. And here I just found this truck, so I was trying to ask if they were heading up to Mugumu. That's the border after you cross the Serengeti. Unfortunately, these guys weren't going that way, but they assured me if I reached at Ololosokwan or Waso, one of the two places, I will find a truck that's heading to Mugumu, and I will be able to cross the Serengeti. Vraiment. did find a truck to save me from my misfortune after being stranded for 3 days at Ololo Soko. That's the last village before you reach the Cranes Gate. I don't really have content on that area, just have a few photos and that's all. But this family is the driver and his wife were coming from buying beans. I think it was Waso, a place called Waso. So they helped me carry the bike across the Serengeti. Charged me a bit fair, so it's fair, very fair price on my side. I couldn't hold any long at that place. So I'm really thankful to these guys for coming my way that day. So just when we thought we were out of the woods, we ran out of fuel and the truck was constantly leaking engine oil, so we had to do multiple stops and refill engine oil with also coolant. But unfortunately, after we crossed the gate, like 5 kilometers ahead, we ran out of fuel, so we parked by the roadside waiting for rescue. We called a few border guys from Mugumu who would bring us diesel. So here we are waiting for the diesel to arrive. Just checking the bike, condition of the bike from the rough ride that we crossed across the Serengeti. Luckily enough, the light didn't break, but that piece on the back side did break. And so I checked if there was anything leaning on the radiator. No, the bike was leaning on the radiator side from the side panels, so I was worried any damage that may happen to the radiator, since that will bring a halt to my journey, as I was still a few thousand kilometers left for ending the journey to and fro. So that was my greatest worry at that moment. So finally fuel arrived, filled the truck with fuel, diesel.
Shukuru kufika mgumu. Shukuru kufika mgumu.
And as you can see at this part, the driver was putting in some coolant, since it was constantly draining coolant. And also we're gonna put engine oil, as it was also leaking engine oil. That's the life from this side. At drowning man will clutch at a straw. So this was my straw for that day. Saved the day, made the adventure stunning, and it was filled with new encounters, new everything for that particular day. I was glad to be safe. These guys were great, and I'm thankful for that. Thank you.
Mm.